Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House of Grim podcast. I'm your host, Grimes, my co-host, and Bob. And tonight we have the return of TJK coming on, man. This man is
of course
the inaugural New Edge Elevation Champion.
Yep, we got it.
The first one.
Yep. And given I do not have the title anymore, thanks Kevin Calloway, but I am still the first. Nobody can take that away.
Still the first. Your name will forever be etched in there.
Yep,
So,
no pun intended.
Let me ask you, man, how great did it feel to capture that?
Oh my god, dude. That was the most emotion I have ever had. That a lot of the guys in the back said that the promo I cut afterwards was probably the most emotional, like just heart-wrenching promo that they've ever heard. And it was just like the short story of the comeuppance of just coming back from a broken back to getting into this, not knowing if and when it's going to happen again, to go on to face Marco Mandello, who was a hell of a fight, and then fight off three other very pissed off sharks in the water and walk out with gold. That just, man, it was a lot going through my head right there. And I tried to thank everybody there, but I couldn't remember everybody's names because I got hit in the head a good couple times.
Couple good times.
Good couple times.
I believe we saw Marco Mandello recently out in. That was the one that our mother took her to a show. Mama Grim was. She was lively. Let's just say that she was booing this man something crazy to the point where after his match, like during like the had like a little break in between the first half of the show and the second mission, and he walked up to her and he was like, "Why'd you boo me? Don't you?"
She's like, I like you. I wasn't booing you.
Can I hold your belt?
Oh man, I'm like, you wasn't booing this man.
Yeah, because that's where, and I feel like I know which show that you guys were at. You guys were at another one of my stomping grounds, IPW.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the champion there. So I was like, and I faced Marco twice in New Edge, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose my freaking belt, dude. That was the thought process going in, especially like the second match that we had. Like, he just destroyed my back, dude, and I'm like, Jesus, like I'm just like first title defense, and I'm already damn near getting crippled. Like, come on, dude. Like, we're only like a month into this. Like, jeez.
Yeah, he's pretty talented, bro.
Yeah, that was killer.
Camera froze.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Apparently, I'm having connection issues again on yet another podcast.
I feel it. I mean, and Bob, I'm his tech support. I believe. Joe.
I have to like stop myself now because sometimes like we'll be like already live streaming because Dan Bob here is running late all the time, so like I'll be like panicking like, what the fuck, how we do this shit, walk me through it, and
how do I'm on.
Yeah, again. That's right.
How do we do this again? It's a real question.
Right.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. We're live. Mute your mic. I don't know how to do that. Button on the back, brother.
Yep. So now I'll text him like, "Hey, I'm gonna get on. I'm running late, but I'm gonna get on. Don't worry, I won't say nothing until we're on, or until I'm on."
Here, guys, I went outside to make it a little easier because it's a lot like there's so much connectivity problems.
So I got something to talk about with you. Looks like Colonel Sanders, I see, posted a video about you around 3 days ago for Chaos Wrestling. Looks like you got a match coming up with this guy, huh?
Yeah, that and how ironic that it is Marco Mandelo's tag partner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
ironic is that? And it's like, and I saw the promo myself, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm like, dude, like this man is probably one of the guys that I wanted to go up against for the longest time. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how the hell am I going to top that promo? That's the only thing that I thought about. How am I going to top that promo? So keep an eye out because I do have a way. I just can't say yet. But I'm just going to say as a sneak preview of it that this is not the LaDon Sanders that I know and love. And I know the LaDon Sanders that I know and love loves Dr. Pepper, clapping cheeks, and KFC.
That's a good one.
But you,
And also, by the way, I'm going to sit on this ladder because I'm that guy. So that's what he also has to look forward to. He has to look forward to me doing wacky things for no reason at all.
may
So,
I suggest in your promo back that you just have an apple for, and at the end of it,
Yeah, yeah.
just subliminally call him Carlito for me.
I might just pull an R-Truth and just forget who he is and just call him Carlito on purpose now.
Listen here.
I mean, with how bad my memory is, I might just do it anyway because it's not too far off.
Moment of silence for our truth.
That's such devastating news, man.
I was heartbroken. I was just telling Dan Bob here that the Miz is actually, kind of showing a little solidarity with him. He has removed WWE.
Oh yeah, did you see the one with Gunther too?
Gunther?
Did you see the one with Gunther too? He took WWE off his thing too.
No kidding.
Gunther? Whoa.
Yeah, I like he was the first to do it, and then Miz popped up today, and then I was like, "What is going on,
I
dude?"
didn't even hear anything.
I feel like he'll be back. He's got to come back, bro. Like not only the fans, that was devastating, bro. As soon as I woke up and thought about it, bro, I'm like, man, if Vincent Kennedy McMahon was still in charge, I don't believe he would have let him go. Even though he got let go the one time, went to TNA, became NWA champion. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like Vinnie Mac would have let him go. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. And I even said earlier too, when I was talking to 24K, I told him I was like, I don't know what they're gonna do because they don't have anybody for like comedic relief anymore.
Right.
Because Carlito and R-Truth were like those ones where I'm like, all right, we got a promo with these guys. It's gonna be like funny as hell. And now you got both of them out the door. It's weird.
And then I've been
predicting the Carlito release on the podcast.
You did.
Like our live streams. I've been saying, like, man,
yeah,
I see him. I'm like, Carlito's here for a short time, not for a long time, brother.
Yeah,
as soon as the run with Judgment Day is over with,
dude, I told Grim last night, bro. I'm like, he was just in a main event picture with John Cena. They just sold a shit ton of Ron Cena shirts. Like,
I was gonna buy
fuck?
one that night. I had it in the cart and everything, and I was like, I just got the cash right now. Otherwise, I would be repping that shirt right now tonight.
and then R-Truth went as far, and I saw this on the way home. He went as far as to start an OnlyFans for shits and grins.
Money,
and I was like, oh my god, the big Jimmy comment at the end was too fucking funny. Like, God.
What do you say about Mark Henry and feet or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
We're pulling out all the stops on this one, man. I'm gonna have to dip into my savings and get on there and see what Sexual Chocolate's up to, man. Didn't know he still could rock like that.
Dude, he is hilarious, bro. Like, so funny, man.
I definitely hope they.
We got a con coming up in August, and I'm gonna talk to somebody about seeing if we can pull R-Truth now, because now I'm like, we need some comedic relief here, man.
Hell yeah, that'd be money, bro.
I would probably go to that con just to meet.
Right. So, dude,
we already got Teddy Long. We got Ron Simmons
I
coming
seen
out.
that. I seen
Yeah,
that.
like, we got a lot of people coming out for this. Like it is nuts.
So
And I'm,
how is that kind of gonna be? You got to pay each person individually, or do you pay like one
Hey,
fee to get in, and you get to
he,
meet everybody?
he doesn't know how cons work. You pay an entrance fee to con, and then
Okay.
go around. And if there's somebody you want a picture with, you pay.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
because I was about to say I don't know anything outside of the con. Like I'm the first one to know something, and then I'm like, cool. Now who am I fighting?
Right.
Right.
There's so
So,
many people who want to fight him.
Now, if
speaking of fighting, go ahead, Graham. What was you gonna say, man?
oh, I just had a funny. We got a picture of you and together.
Yeah. And I promise you, I will get a shirt made just specifically for that bit. I will do it.
That'd be awesome, dude. Um, so I see that you posted. I follow all you guys on Facebook and everywhere, man. I see you just had a wonderful weekend, and you had a fight on a playground. Is that correct?
Yes, we had
Okay.
a no rules playground street fight,
Oh wow!
Okay.
and that was my second match of the day. I had
So
wrestled in a went out to help out Schwartzy with grind time wrestling.
Okay.
And I was actually at XICW the night before, and one of the students at Grind Time was like, "Hey, you know, Schwartzy and Randy need some guys to come down for a fair." And I'm like, "I didn't even know there was a fair going on." And I just
right.
wrestled at Horror Slam and just turned that into a hardcore match itself. So I'm like, "All right, I love Schwartzy, I love Randy. They're I'm part of their tribe. I'll go help them out. I have no issues with that." And we're putting like we're seeing who we're working with. We're seeing what we have to work with. So I asked Schwartzy, me and 24K, we go up to Schwartzy and we're like, "Hey, so what are the odds that we can go fight on the playground?" And he's like, "Well, Tommy Vendetta and KJ Ryan just did that, but hey, you know, go crazy if you want to." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go grab my trash can. I'm gonna grab a couple chairs out the car because they were still there and I never took them out because I haven't had time to rest all week. And I'm just gonna go crazy." And we ended up getting our asses kicked all throughout a playground. I got hung up on a swing set and chopped. We 24K put out a video of someone telling Thomas Bailey that he's got it, and then he got struck with a trash can, and then they're like, "Yeah, he doesn't got it." It was pure chaos in a nutshell.
Pure pandemonium,
Man, oh man.
man.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was
Yeah,
fun.
So,
try
And
to find
sore and
video
beat up.
footage
It's
of
fun.
yeah, I was getting ready to ask that. So I'm assuming there's good video footage of this, right? I'm gonna have to look this up.
We have 4 different perspectives.
All
From
right.
one being my girlfriend, one being Thomas Bailey's mother, Randy West, and King Midas's POV manager cam of just pure, utter, unadulterated chaos at a playground.
That's
Funny, dude.
great.
Hey,
Yeah, I
got-
commented on that on your post, man. I said,
you gotta be careful with one thing. Say chop and damn about flashbacks.
I sure did, bro.
I
As soon as
saw
he
that
said
too.
that,
I saw that.
oh. Man,
You
I'm
ate him,
still
though.
healing
You ate
up. Yeah, I seen that post, man. I was like, oh, this is great. I want to see this. And I also commented on it and said, so I work at a junkyard / scrapyard. If you ever want to do something, I'm sure I can make something happen. That'd be awesome.
I did
That's
not get a chance to see that, and I will take you up on that offer.
a-
Who, where, and when will be determined throughout the summer, but it's going to be a very, like, we'll say hardcore summer because this is just the start.
Heck, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, we're gonna start getting out again, man. Hitting some mad shows again, bro. Getting some footage and vlogging and some ringside interviews. We're just about to go crazy this summer, man. Just grind out, go crazy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I made a post saying that it was the summer of gold, and after Friday and yesterday, no, it's about to be a very, very hardcore golden summer over here, man. So wherever I go, just understand you are going to get probably the wildest footage possible.
Hell yeah, we're gonna be a lot of places you're at too.
Start
Oh,
carrying a
absolutely.
golden chair with you.
I'm thinking about it, but I gotta like spray paint it and shit, and I don't really feel like spray painting, so I'm just gonna tape it. So you're right. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Uh, um, speaking of show, so when's the next one?
I'm going to be down in Detroit. Well, actually, if I'm thinking correctly, which my memory again is not the greatest. I got hit in the head with that trash can a good couple times. Um, this week we have all class independent wrestling at Waterford, and we also have Flophouse down at the old Miami and Detroit. But you got to be 21 and up to get in there. So Dan Bob's looking a little kind of young over there, so he better make sure he's got his ID ready.
I'm the oldest one here,
Let
I
me ask you
think.
about Flop. Is that the promotion that Darren McCarty is involved with?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. He's also involved with Grind Time. I've had a I'm really close with Darren, so we conversate from time to time. He really likes when I shit on him and Schwartzy because give me a heel promo, and I'm like, all right, I got you. And then every time I'm like, damn, did I just piss off Darren? And he's like, dude, that was so fucking awesome. Here's an ounce of weed, bro. And I'm like, okay.
Dude,
that's awesome.
Man, I would love to meet.
He most likely will be there on what was it, the 7th? God, I can't remember. Yeah, it's next Saturday. Flophouse, Old Miami, June 7th, and then June 6th is all class independent pro wrestling out in Waterford.
Yeah, we're gonna go to that the Pure Pro wrestling show. I know we're gonna hit that. I would really love to go to that show, Graham. Too bad you got something going on during the day.
Yeah, I've been trying to actually go over to Pure Pro. I just had to get a lot of stuff together, but I've been talking to a lot of the guys and gals that came out of there. That benefit show we wrestled Obsidian, and 24K was the original leader of Obsidian. So it was kind of like a pick your side, buddy. You never picked a side, so we kind of just did the normal black guy thing and just said whatever. We're not going to bring it up. We're not going to talk about it. It is what it is. We'll hang out. We'll get beers and we'll go fight other people together when you feel like it's time, like we did yesterday. And then we got beat up on the playground. So it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Ask you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about WWE's booking rate?
And it's crazy you asked me that because I literally just read a post about somebody was like putting together the tier list of why Vince's booking was working against Triple H's, and they were like bringing up different different wrestlers that were in it. And like the biggest ones that kind of stood out to me was just they don't know what to do with Alexa Bliss. Roman started having more interferences in his matches when he could win on his own. And even I questioned that one because I went from being like, damn, like Roman's unstoppable to, damn, why has Roman got to have help now? And it's like, there's a lot of, like, I do like Triple H's booking, but then when you really put things in perspective, it starts to not really make sense because a lot of people were on top at one point and then everybody got shot. Like everybody else just got shot to the top. The biggest one, Bianca Belair. Like she went from being a champion for a year to Rhea Ripley's chew toy. Like it's one of those things where it's like I can't really say I don't like it, but I'm not like it's one of those things where I will still in a way favor the booking over AEW
Yeah.
only because I have no idea what they're doing. But
Yeah.
on the flip side of the coin, I like not knowing what's going to happen and not being like predictable. Whereas, kind of like with WrestleMania, I could predict every single match, and if you gave me a parlay, I was walking out a millionaire.
Right.
Right.
So it's weird right now. It's weird.
One thing I like about his booking that you don't see anything without him. You'll see like little things in the background and reference happen later. But I don't know.
There's a lot of long-term storytelling. You know what I mean?
I critique it where, like, with Rhea, I didn't think she'd be involved in that. Now, granted, that title match probably was the match of WrestleMania, right there. Best match.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I think Io Sky and Bianca Belair could have told a great story just by themselves. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is.
Like they could have had Rhea involved to a certain extent, but up till Mania, I was kind of like, oh, what if you like took out Rhea? Like what happens there? So then at least it kind of gives like Io a reason to be like, well, you guys tried to push me aside the entire time, and now I took out the biggest common denominator in this situation. So now you got to prove yourself against me, and she ends up winning anyway. Then it's like you really kind of like built an underdog out of that with her being a champion as well.
What about you, Dan Bab? How do you feel?
I mean, I like the long-term storytelling, and like you said, like you don't see nothing on TV, and it always has a meaning. Like if it's on TV, it's because he had it put on there for a reason, and it's part of the story. You just got to pay attention. You might not understand it right now, but that's what I like about it. Now I noticed that he's kind of like when he was in charge of NXT. Like some of the stars the guys that he were booked that he was trying to like make stars. It seems like that's what he's trying to bring into Raw and SmackDown and shit. You know what I mean? And try and make them guys more stars. And like Cody Rhodes just came back, right? But they're gonna have him in a tag team match. Like, come on, bro. He just lost the title, went on hiatus for whatever, got his mind right. He should be coming back trying to fight for that title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like, man, like
you also don't want to rush into. What are you gonna do for your biggest?
Right. Well, I mean, he could at least came in, and Cody could have came back like, man, no, I wanted that title, and then somebody else could have came like, you been gone for like 2 months, brother, and you lost. You had your time. You know what I'm saying? Then they could have fought, then he could have stepped in, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like, you're just gonna have him go in a tag match right now? You know, I don't know, man.
I don't know. To me, that would have been too similar to what Gunther's doing. Gunther's like,
and we don't even know what's going on with Gunther right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like we're all like wrestling fans look into shit like deeply, and you know what I mean. Try to dissect it.
It's easy to book, hindsight.
What ifs, yeah, and what ifs. But
sorry, I wanted.
But TJK made a valuable point there. WWE's booking is way better than All Elite.
Yeah, and at one point I was on the opposite side of the fence for a little while, and then it got a little questionable because I don't know. I think for one, it's too many titles. I think it's just too many titles. It's not like there's too many people because we were doing something with these people. But then when you see like every week, it's either Chris Jericho, Will Ospreay, Swerve, or Don Callis family. Mm-hmm. Then that's just kind of like that's all you see, that's all you get. And even like when I'm thinking about it now, because I was watching Double or Nothing, because of course it's Double or Nothing, I gotta watch it. I'm thinking like, and a lot of the and I was even talking to 24K about this one too yesterday, where it's like the booking decision for a lot of stuff, like Mercedes Moné beating Jamie Hayter. Like, wasn't Jamie Hayter like the All Elite Wrestling women's world champion at one point, and then had to vacate it. So she just beat her to fight Toni Storm. And then even after like the Anarchy in Arena, which that was like 45 minutes of Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, which was probably the biggest pop of the night, which I popped too.
Right.
And then we go straight to Paragon versus Don Callis family, and it's like, I get it, we got to simmer down the crowd after all that chaos. But damn, don't put us to sleep. Because, brother, I got through that match, and then by the time I got to Hangman and Ospreay, I was falling asleep 10 minutes in. And I hated that. I hate that feeling because there's nothing against them.
Yeah,
I seen a video of Sasha Banks doing a promo like in the ring talking, and she was like, she looked drunk, dude, slurring her words, like not saying whoever she was talking about, like not saying their name right. Like I was like, damn, she legit looks drunk, bro. You know, she's on like live TV. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. That girl tripping.
I don't know. It's to me, she's in that place where, like, no matter where she goes, she's leaving with a title.
Right.
And I try not to down people that are way above me and getting paid bigger checks than me, but it's starting to kind of look a little lazy. And I'm kind of like, can we? Because, like, I don't really care for Mercedes Moné matches versus Sasha Banks matches.
Right.
It's kind of just like, she's going to find a way to win, and she doesn't have to cheat to win. She's kind of like how Roman was in 2021, where it's like, he's going to win, but how is he going to win?
Right.
And that's just kind of it. Like, it's getting to the point where it's predictable, and now I'm going into this match with her and Toni Storm, and I'm getting a little worried because I'm like, she ain't all that like she used to be, brother. I don't feel the excitement for her anymore.
Right, like that candle's dimming down, brother. You know what I mean?
Like, it is like,
give her a break.
Yeah,
AEW. That's MJF, man. He was arguably the hottest thing in wrestling at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Had so much momentum.
He was the reason I was tuning into AEW.
The bidding war of 2024.
Dude,
money, bro.
After,
you know what I'm saying?
After that, though, man, I feel like
I
don't know if it's him or Tony Khan's booking decisions with him. I don't know.
Yeah,
you
can't. Because what killed it for me was that he was such a very, very hot babyface that happened organically to where, like, you can't let that go. Right. But at some point, you do have to let that go because he was hurt. Adam Cole got injured after he turned on him. And then it's kind of like, you got to let both guys heal up so we can get back to said storyline. But then when you get back to said storyline, the roles are now reversing. And we're kind of like supposed to just forget that Adam Cole kind of screwed his best friend over. And I was like the first person to predict that when they were like starting to like become friends. I'm like, Adam Cole is the original MJF. Adam Cole turned his back on his own faction to join Bullet Club once upon a time. Like that's why I never trust Adam Cole, because he was the snake in it. And I like that dynamic that they had. And then Cole destroyed his ankle. He was out for X amount of time. Then we come back. He's getting big pops and everything. And then MJF comes back, and it's like he's automatically the heel. And it's like, why? Why don't we just pick back up where we left off at? I get it's been some time. I get it's this, that, and another. But still, like, why? Why, man? Killed all of
What
that.
I don't get is, why is he even trying to join?
Right, it's like dude, it's the same kind. It's like the same concept of when he was trying to join Jericho. Remember when he was trying to join Jericho's?
Well, to me,
like,
it comes off more like R-Truth trying to join the Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's like, at least that was funny. And then, like, in this case, it's like, is it supposed to be funny, or is it supposed to be serious because they hurt people?
Yeah,
and we've seen MJF hurt people, but he's doing a somewhat comedy thing with it, but he's getting serious in it sometimes, and it's like,
this guy should not be the.
Right.
Can he
No,
do funny
no, not
things?
at all.
Yeah, but you know, with the heel, like the type of heel he was, like he should always be booked as a serious threat. And I just don't see him like that.
Dude, MJF was legitly saying like whatever the fuck he wanted to, bro. Talking shit, making us feel and believe that man, it's possible. He might jump ship. He might, take his ball and go to the other team. You know what I mean? And he had us really feeling that way. And then he leaves for a little while, comes back, and it's like they just ain't pushing him to the moon no more. Like what the
Yeah,
hell? He had
yeah.
so much momentum, dude. Was
I mean, hell,
killing it. Like he
even
like
when they came to Detroit and like his music hit, or I can't remember if his music hit or he just came out and like helped Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
But like the pop just for him being there, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like we're missing something here, and it's like it's getting on my nerves because I can tell where this is going. It's gonna go like what you said. It's one of those inner circle things with Jericho where he's trying to join into the group to get to the top quicker, and then it's gonna fall apart because MJF got in the middle of it, and then I'm questioning what's gonna happen with Hurt Syndicate after that.
man, this is crazy, bro. I was wondering to that too, bro. Like is Tony Khan gonna end up breaking the Hurt Syndicate up? You know what I'm saying? Is Hurt Business gonna go their own way, start fighting amongst each other? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
worried for the future on that one. And I even questioned what's going to happen if Hangman actually ends up beating Mox. Like, what's going to happen after that? Because Darby is coming back from Everest. You know, he finally
Mm.
conquered that.
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
everybody was saying, oh, we think Darby's going to beat Mox. But it's like, I can't see Darby beating Mox, man. That's like me saying I'm going to beat Mox. Like, I want the match with the man, but I can't see myself beating John fucking Moxley.
Right,
Like,
right.
you got to put that together in a sentence and then think about it. Like, it's just, it's not a bad idea, but
Right.
like Hangman he's got so much like the storytelling and potential with that. Like, yeah, like have him do it. Have him do it and bring the title back home and take it out that godforsaken briefcase, man.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Let me ask one final question before we get. Last time we had you on, I kind of asked you what your goal was for the. You've accomplished had a title. Is your what's your like goal for the rest of the year, and is there any type of hardcore match that you'd like to be in before?
Well, the goal for the rest of the year is definitely start getting out of state for sure. Start trying to bring people from, out of the rest of the states over to here because this is the hottest place for wrestling. Definitely, we got the boys in Golden Empire. We're currently putting together ideas, and we got things that we're going to start doing out in Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and as I found out Friday, but not too much info, Wisconsin.
Oh,
Okay.
So we're going to start bringing people here, gravitating them here, and really start lighting this place on fire for sure.
Hell yeah.
But one of the hardcore matches that I would like to partake in, and I got a list of guys that like I really want to like tangle up with. I know that I'm actually close with Chuck Stein, so I'm still trying to work on that one. That one's a work on its own.
I just sent him a message.
You better. I'm gonna tell him I got my own needles too. I'll stick them in his freaking eyelids. But I was at XI. I saw Dread King Logan and Tommy Vendetta. They were fighting right in front of me, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, Tommy, hit his head on that table. That'd be cool." And then he goes and does it, and I'm like, "Yeah, still want to fight Vendetta. Still want that." But one of the biggest ones, at least for me, as of right now, is definitely trying to have a death match with a lot of the other Black Death Match wrestlers because I actually like really looked into this. There's only realistically 3 of them right now. there's only Hoodfoot, DBA, MM3. So I'm trying to get up there and be noticed as the 4th Black Deathmatch wrestler currently in the business. And hopefully I can solidify that through the summer. And by the end of the year, I plan on really helping out a lot of the schools and training a lot of the younger guys, getting them in here. I just worked with one guy yesterday. I actually wrestled him in his first match a couple weeks ago. Damn kid almost concussed my ass, but I ended up beating him. And let him get his little comeuppance yesterday, but he's damn good. And I see what Grind Time's doing. I see what Chaos is doing, and I'm still keeping up with what they're doing at New Edge, of course, even if I can't get out there. So it's definitely trying to get the new blood in and help the older guys out and try to make sure no matter what happens and light that fire on Michigan and to make sure the business is left the way I came in, but better.
Fair enough.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the House of Grim podcast.